the whole week. So accidentally, we lost the buckle for the projector. And it's really slow. Last night, like 3:30, Emily, sorry, I think Emily was Justin.
放之前那个。哦，好。
Yes, that's all it. Good. Okay. We'll be doing two things. So first one is a little bit exciting, maybe up to 4 o'clock. Okay, I think Janet saw it, Dora saw it, so I tried to modify a little bit. Okay, so again, before 4 o'clock, some of you will have some words you can bring home. Today, no money, I'm running out of cash. Okay, so second up a little bit better, you will be working with your team members like today. I have print some copies. That's the reason why typically we do random assignment, unlike today, because I'm leaving my office. So this is the sitting you are going to have. So it's a more like a grouping tour. I can show you a little bit. It's called classroom scheme or something. But basically, today I'm mixing two things together because next week we won't be able to do it. And the week after is the council state, and which is kind of funny. We'll be debating. Annie will come with her son, which is 7 months old, because she couldn't find babysitter, so I will be babysitting for the son. You guys will be having an interview with her, right? So next week, this is where you are going to have. So we are reserving the room for 3 weeks in a row. Same thing for the interview. If there's anything that you have to do, okay? This is not too bad because everything is pretty much powered. It's pretty much okay if you come this far away and do things. I chose this room for a lot of reasons. You will know, okay? I'm wearing something funny. This is not a regular disguise that I have. Accidentally, I went to the opening game, and you pay, you get a jersey like this. So right now, I'm using them. I think Cindy was on my IG, so she basically saw what I did. I typically just put it on with my car's chairs. I don't really wear this one is like. You know, it's a very funny color in America. If you do something bad in the United States, they put orange color on. So typically it says county jail. Okay? A friend of mine got caught one time. He pretended he didn't speak English. So he was put into jail for the whole day. And we have to pay like $800 to get him out. Okay? Big fire. So typically people don't like orange color. When I was in the States for like 7, 8 years, this is the color that I love most. If you buy a t-shirt like this, it's only $10. Okay, typically like this one, maybe 40, 50. For orange color, $10. But I think if you are supporting lines, everybody goes to jail. Okay, so for now, okay, this is what we do today. Basically, we will be doing what would happen. All right, so between now, maybe I will go a little bit up to 4 o'clock. I'll try to show you the differences between pitch and presentation, which will need 2 weeks from today. All right, and then we will have a break coordination in the back. I will let you know. So there will be some sort of problem and brainstorming. I will let you do. So between 4:30 and 5:30, you will be working with these people. They are going to be your teammates for the day. Okay. Again, later on, I will try to send everybody because sometimes it's pretty difficult to put everything in Google Documents. I will try to send you through the class line. And 5:30 will be the presenting time. So today I'm trying to show you individual presentation, and we don't have enough time to warm up, okay, before Nicole gets here. So we will do another grouping. Okay? This is more like a group problem base, which will be the base of the second half of the semester. So later on, I will try to ask you guys to decide one thing. There should be one person from each team that's going to be an MC. You hear about this term all the time. Moderator of ceremony. Okay? And he or she can be the moderator that is going to introduce the team members. So one person from you, okay? And we'll come to the structure in just a second. Janet and Dora were in my conversation class a while ago. So this is what we did. But back in freshman year, all the topics were a lot easier. Today it's a lot tougher. So something might be good or bad. We will come to that in just a second. And we will do peer review, which is another form. Okay, the other form that I'm having somewhere around here. Okay. A little bit messy for the day. I'm sorry. Okay. Just so I will let you know. So I will come to explain this before we start the group PBL for the day. Okay? So it's kind of scary, but it's more like a warming up. So today the scores won't affect you at all. You are going to evaluate each other using only one number. So between number 1 and 5, some teams will leave with the number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are not supposed to repeat the same number. So I'm making you to be the bad guy. Someone will get 5 points, someone will get 1. Okay, but it's only for the practice for the day. Okay, very stupid topic, forgive me. All right, so later on, this is basically what I do. But before that. I am not quite sure. Maybe you should be able to hear me if I don't have a microphone. So it's always up to you. You can decide you want to do the microphone or not. It's going to be a Q&A session later on from my side. Okay? So I'm sorry if you cannot really see them. I brought some ice. This is quite stupid. I tried to put in the ice cubes. So I hope they are going to be like a crisis, not like a punishment. This is half of. Okay, so we are just introducing everything later. Okay, so far so good. Oh, you don't need. All right, so this is roughly what we are going to do, and I apologize. Basically, we will be moving around, but between today and the 27th, everything will be here. I'm not quite sure if Nicole's come back. I wanted to give her here or something because the assistant here helped me a lot. Okay? And basically, I think I modified this a little bit. So for week 14, 16, 17, like this week, next week, you guys will be having a lot of midterm exams. So I kind of feel bad. So I moved everything up to 17. So right after midterm, 1, 2, 3, only 3 Mondays, this course will be over. So if we go to Decathlon at Nancy, it's going to be like 5 hours, maybe 6. Okay, I will try to make it shorter. So basically, this is what is going to happen. So maybe after next week, everything will be pretty fast. So to let everybody know. And other than that, I think we'll just put it here. So this is going to be your order for next time. So you have some sort of preparation. Okay, we try to go through the first 7. And I would say that don't try to be so stressful. Okay, try to enjoy it. Even though like today, this is probably the 10th time I'm doing this presentation. I still feel pretty stressful. But let's try to have some fun. I would say between 6 and 8 minutes. Okay, there's no special limitations. Okay, you're gonna go beyond, but don't go too long. Okay. Since we have like 17 students, if you want to go a little bit lower, shorter, which is kind of like fine. So if you can, please put your departments here. Okay? Some of you went, some of you are still wondering which department you should be writing for. All right? And by now, Annie didn't request anything. So please, if you could try to work on your bio data and resume. Some of you started doing that. If you need my advice, any single time I try to respond quick. All right, and please forgive me. A lot of the time, I really don't like your photos. I will tell you, not much exposure. Don't cover your face. Don't do something stupid, or there's a face that I cannot recognize. All right, so I will try as much as I can. Okay, from a very traditional perspective. Okay, this is basically what is going to happen for the next 3 weeks. So roughly, last time I talked about this. Today I just go really quickly. Okay. So we are leading from pitch all the way to self-introduction. Okay. Ivy and I are going to see the wheel on the 7th of May. So what do we do? I will show you guys our PowerPoint slides later. Okay. So how can you actually impress people from the wheel? The difference, the uniqueness, but by now we are still quite notorious. I know this word, notorious. Okay. Some teachers went to MOE for a meeting yesterday, and people still hated us. Okay. We just skip. We'll come back later. All right. So roughly, we are leading pitch into more like academic writing. We are doing sort of self-introduction kind of comparison. Okay. So I'll just leave it here for you. But for individual presentation, I'm thinking. Try to get everybody to do this. The last time we went through lot of different kinds of hooks. Today I will try 1, 2, okay? So if you see high school students, how do you impress them? All right, number 2, something I always require, which is very important. A lot of times people forget, okay? Overview. Because there's nothing, you don't have handouts, you need to have only something to hand out. So point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4. Okay, I wonder if you go to some other teacher's class, do they do that? I try to do this every single time. Okay, and I try to tell you, I will let you go early. 这是一个教学的烂招，我从来没有准时下课。可是我第一天第1秒钟上课就跟你讲，等一下你会比较早离开，心情就变得轻松。然后you guys are probably not the only class. I give chocolates to my writing class, so it's costing a lot of money. Okay, I did a lot of study, so why not? Okay. If I'm a teacher, I try to spend so much energy and time preparing that. And this, you guys want to try how much this is? Here in Taiwan, it's not too bad, about 1,200 something. In America, if you want to get digital, $400 US. Same stuff. Okay, so I think that one is pretty much okay. Later on, I will come to this one. This one is $47. If you know the answer of A and W, I will give you 1 extra. Anybody know what A and W stands for? Allen and Wilson. They are older than McDonald. Okay. Second question. If you ever been there, anybody ever been to Okinawa? If you've been to Okinawa, please raise your hand. Good. A and W is everywhere. Really? You only see beaches and all the beautiful sashimi? Very important. But I just want to remind everyone. Do you know how many grams of sugar is in this? Regular Coca-Cola 35. This one 43. Okay. Don't go home and drink it. You probably just shit. All right. We'll come back to this in just a second. So later on. If you ever come here, remember after overview, okay? Please try to come up with supporting idea 1, 2, 3. The left-hand side is the pitch. The right-hand side is more like the academic writing. If you were taking writing, okay. So I'm giving this more like a layout template for everybody. Okay, who will be doing your individual presentation next week. Later on, between 5 o'clock and 5:30, 6 o'clock, this is exactly your groups are going to follow. We will start from the book. Overview, stop. But today we're doing something really traditional, okay? Let's do paper one for the day. Like a cartoon, everybody will get a picture, you will start writing something. And after midterm, I will be giving you a lot of crazy stuff. The PowerPoint slides I'm using today are all from notebook LM. So we'll be doing that, and I will tell you if you have to bring in a computer or whatever device, okay? So if you need anything from the audience next week, please let us know. It's okay, just leave it in. Cameraman is very busy, they are trying to capture it, it's pretty much okay. The university is simply trying to test if the teachers can speak English. If you do not speak English, this is more like a punishment. I'm sorry, okay, I'm not protesting, but this is what we do. Okay, I have to speak English, so we will get the money, so we can hire any call. This is basically what I do. Okay, 老师真的很可怜，有机会的话，这一辈子大家不要当老师。Trust. Okay. 有机会就跟大家讲半道理。Alright. So lastly, how do we end everything with an impact? I'll do so. Okay. So next week, if you are having this pink sheet, this is exactly how you will be evaluated. So I'm giving you a chance to evaluate me. Alright. So if you can, please go really quickly. I'm hoping I have 1 extra. And this will be the scoring. We're going to get a little bit different. So again, that's for the format, either individual or with a group. And the only difference is that you probably have a moderator for the group presentation. You can choose not have, but a lot of times there are some strategies you can play. But for today, it's always up to you. So either you are doing your individual presentation or we are doing group 1 later on today. So we will have a hook. Right? Number 2, you do have introduction, or we'll just call it overview. Number 3, is it easy to follow? Is it jumping here and there? Right? So try to organize your ideas. Number 4, closing. Okay. What do we do as a closing? So I will choose some of my ways, and would you be using yours? All right, and interaction. This is something that I really care, okay? But a lot of students in the past actually challenged me. If you are doing an interview, a job interview, can you do that? Please do, all right? I'm not going to say this, but if I say this, I'm going to have a lot of troubles. When I was in the doctoral program, I went to see my professors in one semester 11 times. So right now we have a line group. If you try to ask me as many questions as you can, I will remember. Most people don't. So this is like something that you can actually try. So when you are doing interview, can you interact with the interviewers? Of course. I think this is something very important. Body language, how you move, and really powerful. Okay, you probably saw some of the body language from our previous presentation. Number 8, very different, very difficult. Sensory appeal. I will try. Today we will be trying to, but this is more like our ultimate goal. If you are trying to do a public speech, if you are trying to do some kind of talk or presentation, okay? So Ivy, 我们也不要加油。How do you impress the audience with 5 senses? 5 senses. 我一直在想，斗六的学生来，是不是每一个人先发一颗洋宝宝 ？And they will be listening to us. Okay. 如果你们这样的回答 ，Every great wedding come back here. What do you want to hear? 大家觉得我们高雄男子还有什么例子？每一个学长姐跟我讲说，考试可以买下洋宝宝。洋宝宝当年是一个路边摊 ，and now they are so targeted. 我们自己都可以感觉对不对 ？Okay, so this is like something that we can do. So today I'm trying to have all these. Okay, we try to fulfill 5 senses. 但是我们尽量不是教大家一定要把它弄得很像那个试吃啊。我们不是汉神，也不是 lobby 啊 ，we don't want to go there, but let's try as many as we can. Interest, okay, is it engaging? And lastly, very overall, okay, is it an effective one between 1 to 5, 1 to 5? You can write a name and overall. This one is for you for the day. If you want to show it to me, you can take a photo later, but you don't have to give me the picture. All right? So far so good. Yeah, because I probably have to read this and come to the hall. All right. So I'm simply a little bit concerned. Okay, I just want to make sure later on, if I ask you to stand up, do you have enough space? Okay, Jenna, you might want to stand up. No. So put on your arms. Put up. Stand up. Put on your arms. Okay. I need this kind of space, so you won't hit anybody. Would that be okay? Good. All right. Okay. Watch out for the standing up. It's really expensive. Okay. Have a seat. Okay.
不知道。
No, I apologize. There should be a remote that I wanted to bring with me. So I promise everybody, if you come next week, I will have the remote for you, so I will be able to run. So today, even though it's doing tape recording, okay? So I wanted to try myself. Typically, I would go after this. You can leave, get a break, and everybody will be complaining, okay, and saying, ouch. Okay, what do we do? All right. Lalita once told me that I'm the only professor in this university who can dance. Actually, more than me, yeah. Paul is a good dancer. All right, just wanted to tell you that. Okay, he does a lot of folk dance. Everybody holding circles and moving. All right, that's the reason why I don't become a teacher. Okay, my wife was looking at me and then seeing me getting everything together, and she knew today is the day for our presentation. I'm trying to have a timer here, so typically I would go up like 50 minutes, which is not too encouraged. Okay, so far so good. So your mission, your goal next week is very easy. You fall in love with one kind of sports. Okay, they are probably from Picasso or maybe somewhere beyond. Okay, if they do not carry that, right? So you are trying to promote these sports to the audience. I'm hoping I can be very successful. At the end of my presentation today, I'm hoping I will give away the biggest award, right? So later on, it's going to be a very stupid one. I will have the timer stop, and I'll be asking you one question. Okay. And each table you can only take up to 4 students. I will take you to a real game. If you know my answer, real game in Kaohsiung. I will pay for everything. I will drive. Please go with me. Okay. My kids stop going because they say, oh, it's too hot, sweat and everything. Okay. I really hate it. Okay, teenager syndrome. All right. I'm hoping it's not going to be a punishment. So everybody so far so good? So start, right? Okay, good. Okay. So anyone who can tell what this is?
Basketball.
Basketball. Very good. So this is basically my presentation title for the day. I will tell you, teaching English is actually my minor. My major is basically baseball, right? So I will have the chance and the time to show you a very short history of baseball, especially professional baseball in Taiwan. So the overview for the day, origin, history, everything. And there will be Q&A in the end. And please pay a lot of attention to some details, especially numbers. Okay? There will be a lot of questions. You can come and choose Ken. If you wanted to go for a healthy one, okay, this is the only non-sugar drink, but it's awful if you want to try. Okay, so the other two are hot dogs. Okay, plus a very difficult question. So this is probably people still don't know the origin of baseball. So maybe from 17th century, 18th century to 1845. They actually found a painting in one church in Italy. So this is the painting. They saw people using stick. And some people say it's from China, some people say it's from Italy. Okay? And the next photo will be something that Americans hate most. But some people also believe it's from cricket. If you ever watch this one, I saw it several times, quite boring. Of course, Americans didn't want to believe it's from cricket. And this is probably modern days belief. Some firefighter policeman in New York City, Alexander Joey Cartwright, he studied this game. Ever wonder why baseball, when you hit something, you have to go to the right, not the left? Okay, just the rules, all right? Okay, so this is what people believe in 1845. So Americans brought baseballs overseas. So most of the time, they went to many places like Latin America, Japan, South Korea, okay? And basically, Japanese brought baseballs into Taiwan. Knowing this, the first team that ever been to Japan, and actually this is more important. The movie Kano was actually shot here. Here. You guys knew that? Between Chuangxing and Tuku, there is a section. They have a stadium there, and they use computer to duplicate. So if you were here like a while ago, maybe 10 years ago, you could do a part-time job. If you go to Kano, people will see you, okay, in the ancient time. First team from Taiwan ever been to Japan. So another team that most people believe is from Hongye. Any idea where Hongye is? Taitung. If you have a chance today, please find me. During Chinese New Year, I will take you later. So recognize him. He's right now about grandpa. His nickname is Xiao Guo. Our first player to play in Japan's professional baseball. Right? Right hand side. Don't recognize him? His name is, the one on the left is Guo, Da Guo. This one is Xiao Guo. Why do I have to go with that? Because most pitchers from Taiwan are having the last name Guo. A little bit confusing. So this one is Xiao Guo. Guo Tai. His wife is an actress, very popular, mostly from most of it. Okay? And then, getting familiar? The guy on the left hand side? No clue. Chen Jingfeng. He was the coach for Guardians last year. Right hand side? Right now he's a very famous YouTuber. Xiao Guo, okay? Xiao Guo. If you still don't recognize him, I will hit you. Knowing this guy? Chen Mingwang, right? Our most powerful pitcher in New York Yankees. He has 68 wins, 34 losses. He was there when I was studying in the United States. I went to see him twice in Yankee Stadium. Okay? So basically, this year is the 37th of Chinese professional baseball, right? So we started with these 4 teams. Anybody ever recognize Sansang? You guys know Sansang Baipo? It's from them, but they went out of business. Dragons, Brothers, Lions. Right now, 6 teams. So what are the new ones? Football Guardians, right? And we have Taiwan. This is more like I think it's Hawks. TSG is actually the steel. They are a steel company. So eventually, watching baseball is not that fun. So I just want you to remember, this is the first team they actually brought in the cheerleader culture from 2013. Lamigo, right now Rakuten. If you are from Taoyuan, you should be familiar with Rakuten. So this is the first time they were having this. Okay, take a look. Okay, 2017, and all of a sudden, cheerleaders become a really good job. Okay, a lot of people, if you ever go to Suter, right now they are having 3 classes of performance art instead of having languages. So we have like the 6 teams right now. They all have different names like Fingers, Passion Sister, Wing Stars, okay, and become a new business. So today, everybody, stand up, okay. I will teach you 2 very simple ones, all right? So you get the feeling about if you go to a stadium, you know, okay? And I'm sorry, these are all from lines because I don't think most often. Okay, Justin, be careful, I'm afraid you guys will hit someone. So very easy, just follow me, okay? Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, you just did a very simple, easy cheerleading song. Can we follow the video? And let's do it together. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. This song previously was not that famous. One more that we are done, okay? Because WBC, this song became more like a national anthem. So you have to learn this if you are from ever from Taiwan, but they are originally from Lions. So very easy. Just clap, everybody. 1 clap, 2 clap. So only 1 action, right? Second action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy, right? Okay, only 2 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, second action. No, the second. Let's go like a shoulder like this. Again, go to the right. Go to the left. That's basically easy. Ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. Have a seat. All right. So by now it's about 9 minutes. I went beyond a little bit. Okay. So this is what happened when my kids were little. We went to Hualien. It's free. The tickets are free. Maybe we are family. They brought us here So the cheerleader is right here, okay? And they were a little bit cold. Okay, try to ignore us. Maybe we are too big. So my daughter is feel like right now she's about 170 centimeter. But I have a chance to take this photo. One thing my wife kept telling me is, if I were a guy, don't swing your hips. Otherwise, it looks too sissy. See the lady, they go like, and I can't. If I do that, okay, I will be probably on YouTube, right? So, very good. So QA part, if you know the answer, please raise your hand. You can choose the gift. Okay? Hot dogs will be given to the most difficult questions. Question number 1, earliest team ever recorded in Taiwan, history of baseball. Kano, no.
Okay.
Yeah, actually Kano, but we have something here. Okay, just one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You probably get all these threes. These two are a little bit funny. They are called ginger ale. Gina probably knows that. It doesn't have ginger, but it's called ginger ale. Now you can try. It doesn't have ginger, but very good, very good. Personally, I like it. Okay, question two. Yeah, hoping boys probably will know a little bit more. One player that ever played in Major League Baseball. Oh, okay. On Jimmy. If no one gets all the answer, okay, you two can come with me to the baseball game. Yeah, anything like, except hot dogs. We keep the hot dogs for the last question. Okay, question number 3. Some people take notes. You can just tell me what year are we having this year? I was shouting, remember? Maybe? 37, yeah. Choose one. Oh my God, okay, all right. They are basically the same, just different things. Question number 4. Stability, last one we already did. Tell me one team from this year. There are 6 of them. Owen? I'm sorry. Any language if you can. Some of them are pretty tough. Zhongxin. So what is the mascot of Zhongxin? The animal. Typically, we don't really use the word mascot. What is the mascot of Gaoke? You guys probably know. Very chubby, fat guy called Nose. Zhongxin, yes. Which team are they from?
I'm gonna start over. Lions.
Lions. Why this is Lions? Okay. Did I say Lions? Yes, okay.
Yes.
So come choose one. They are actually China Trust elephants. Okay. All right. Very simple. If you get this one, there's one other, and I keep one more question to be the most difficult.
Why?
Which one am I looking for? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Uni lines. How do they actually call it in Chinese? Uni line. Okay. A lot of people ask me, there's no Chinese name for 7-Eleven. 小七 really? 小七还是没有中文。Next time, if we have the receipt, come choose one out of that. One last one, most difficult one. Okay, it's not like a punishment. Okay, 答对的同学要跟我去看球，这算是惩罚还是？
看球？
整组我认同一下 ，1, 2, 3, 4, 5， 这个加分，因为一直没有人跟我处理。I'm sorry， 可以吗？Back in my college time, which team did I follow most? I never told anyone, okay, but they are still in the 60s. You can discuss if you want to.
你可以吃热的。对。
One last hurdle plus the tickets.
In college?
College. When I was in college, I was in Taipei. Before you were born. before your parents got married. Anybody who says brothers will be failed by me. I hate elephants most because their fangs once attacked me. Yeah, they threw beer cans on me, and they are mostly taxi drivers. 魏学长，好厉害。OK， 来后面这是我等一下拍一个合照。I was following dragons, and they disappeared. They went to China, and now they are back. Okay, name one dragon. 我只能再4个人，大家帮我讲一个味全的商品就好。沙沙酱，还有
烤肉酱，
烤肉酱，还有最长，差一点被地沟油的。One kind of meal you drink most. 好，谢谢大家。那个林凤营是他们的，关丹也是他们的。那统一跟味全比较奇怪，就是说味全想到中国大陆的市场，他们觉得最重要，那现在开始。好，就让大家在这边听，因为我觉得 Q&A 的部分我已经有点超时了哦。Right？ 好，所以大家等一下休息的时候，你们要写没关系，不写没关系，就参考一下。那如果下礼拜的话，看你们可以想办法 cover 到多少都没有关系。